Sea Link diving disaster, trapped until they suffocated. Scary, fascinating. Sea, a major reason for disasters. God knows how many lives it has taken till now. Hello people, and welcome back to our channel. So today, we're going to show you the Sea Link diving disaster and about those that have been trapped until they suffocated. The Johnson Sea Link disaster occurred in June 1973, killing 2 divers. During a normal dive off Key West, the submersible Johnson Sea Link became stranded for more than 24 hours amid the wreckage of the destroyer USS Fred T, which had been sunk to build an artificial reef. Although the submersible was finally rescued by the rescue vessel A.B. Wood II, 2 of the 4 passengers died of carbon dioxide poisoning: Edwin Clayton Link, age 31, and diver Albert Dennison Stover, age 51. Archibald Jock Menzies, the submersible's pilot, and ichthyologist Robert Meek survived. Edwin Link spent the next 2 years developing an unmanned, cabled observation and rescue device that could liberate a stranded submersible. Let us go a little bit deeper. The Johnson Sea Link was the successor to Edwin Link's earlier submersible, Deep Diver, the first tiny submersible built for lockout diving. The Bureau of Ships decided in 1968 that Deep Diver was dangerous for operation at deep depths or in very low temperatures due to the replacement of the wrong kind of steel, which became brittle in cold water, and several elements of the submersible. Link then designed a new lockout submersible with a characteristic plastic bubble as the front pilot and observer compartment. The new submersible was launched and commissioned by the Smithsonian Institution in January 1971. It was dubbed the Johnson Sea Link for its patrons Link and his friend John Seward Johnson. The Johnson Sea Link contained a crew of 4 in 2 distinct compartments. The aft chamber was built for lockout diving, enabling 2 divers to be compressed to ocean pressure and exit the submersible to operate underwater. The front pilot's compartment was a 5-foot diameter plastic sphere that provided a panoramic underwater vision for the pilot and an observer. An air conditioning unit was mounted on the aft starboard side of the acrylic globe, producing a blind spot for the pilot. After 2 years of successful operations, the Johnson Sea Link was launched on June 17, 1973 from Edwin Link's research ship, the Sea Diver, 15 miles off the coast of Key West, Florida. The mission's goal was to collect a fish trap from the wrecked warship USS Fred T, which had been sunk to build an artificial reef. This was dive 130 of the Johnson Sea Link. According to the later United States Coast Guard assessment of the disaster, Menzies, Link, and Stover displayed an amazing casualness to their preparations for Dive 130, knowing the inherent risks of their operation. Because Link and Stover were not intending to do a lockout dive, they were dressed in shorts and t-shirts. Meek spotted Link and Stover's attire before entering the submersible and told them it was chilly down there. The effort to recover the fish trap failed. The Sea Link got hooked on a cable in the Fred T wreckage while moving away from the sunken ship, 360 feet below the water's surface, just after 9:45 a.m. The Sea Diver notified the U.S. Coast Guard of the incident and sought the aid of Navy divers, but stated that the Sea Link was in no imminent risk. Then the U.S. Navy dispatched the submarine rescue ship USS Tringa from Key West. What came at the end of the day? Menzies and Meek were quickly taken from the Sea Link and brought to the Tringa's decompression chamber. However, with the diver's compartment remaining pressurized, any effort to extract Link and Stover would have been catastrophic if they were still alive. The Sea Link was moved to the Sea Diver. Link and Stover were visible via the diving compartment's viewports, but displayed no vital signs. The container was force-vented with a helium-oxygen combination while staying pressurized, and hot water was poured over it to boost its internal temperature. On the morning of June 19th, medical personnel determined that Link and Stover had died, and the compartment was depressurized. Link and Stover were taken to the Florida Keys Memorial Hospital in Key West for autopsy, and the cause of death for both men was respiratory acidosis due to carbon dioxide poisoning. The U.S. Coast Guard investigated the Johnson Sea Link disaster. The investigators found that the disaster was caused by a pilot mistake, probably owing to a distraction, and by the Sea Link's hull form. The submersible's modular design of irregular forms, projections, and appendages gave a perfect arrangement for ensnarement by practically any sort of barrier, the researchers wrote. And that's all. Let us know in the comment box what you all think about the video. Like it and share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel to watch more videos like this.